And this amateur MMA rules bout will take place in the bantamweight division and will be contested over 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing to you firstly, fighting out of the red corner, she's representing Silverbacks MMA from Poland, where she's known as Quadzilla, Agnes Wrodarcyzk. And across the cage, fighting out of the blue corner, representing SBJ Gym in Cheshunt, Hertfordshire, England, it's Zoe Southam!
So, Rob, huge support for both these young ladies here. Agnes Wrodarcyzk from Poland making a debut. Zoe Southam, just the one bout, so just the one bout between them. But what I can say is they've both brought a really big support behind them here tonight.
So he starts by popping out the jab, but the distance quickly closed down by Agnes.
No, underhook, Agnes. Turn her. Agnes, feet on the floor.
So he's just applying the pressure. Foot stomp.
Yeah, as she was looking for the foot stomps, Agnes was looking for the knees and looks for the takedown, but doesn't set it up. Goes for the double leg without setup there. Zoe aware of it.
Agnes just walking forward, walking into those shots. She needs to cover up. They're starting to land. Zoe did well there, landing those shots cleanly.
Well, the problem for Agnes, Rob, is she set out a stall. We know what she wants. It's obvious what she wants. She wanted either the single or the double leg, which she's continually going for. She finally gets it, but she had to eat a lot of shots to get there.
Arm in front of her face, remember.
So he's just using her leg, and you can see that the way she's holding her ankle, it just controls the hips of Agnes.
Shoulder pressure, Agnes.
Let it go now.
Shoulder pressure. Okay, push on the inside of her leg.
Agnes just trying to slide through.
Her legs are open, Agnieszka.
A couple of heavy shots.
Pass the guard. Agnes, think about passing the guard. Pass her half guard.
You see Agnes top position, just trying to get her leg out from the guard position of Zoe.
Yes, she gets the leg free. It'll be a far better position for Agnes as it stands.
Needs to be careful though not to give up her base, because she can be swept if she's not careful.
That's it, on the mat. Her guard's open, Agnes. Her guard is
Agnes
open.
pops up, fires away, but
Pass the guard.
Zoe defending well with her legs, just keeping that distance, but Agnes now trying to posture up.
Agnes, pass the guard. Agnes, pass the guard. Hand on the inside of the leg.
And you can hear Agnes's corner. They wanted to pass that guard, and it depends on that leg, Rob, but Zoe doing a good job defensively at the moment.
Well, she tied up the arms, which made it very difficult for Agnes to pass, and Agnes still trying to pass as Zoe fires the up kicks. Agnes now top and tails. Tries to use those hammer fists, but Zoe replies with a couple of her own.
That's right, still very active from her base there, Zoe.
See her firing those shots. Beautiful work. Needs to make it to her feet. Agnes sprawls well, goes with, fires those knees to the midsection of Zoe. Not very powerful, but just something for Zoe to think about.
Very back and forward opening round in reality, Rob. I felt that Zoe, as you mentioned, very good with the punches upright. Now Agnes, not very subtle in her takedown attempts. When she got there, I felt Zoe, as we said, stopped her passing guard really by keeping that leg trapped, took very minimal damage. Hard one to call if you're the judges, really, isn't it?
It is a difficult one to call. I mean, from a corner point of view, it's also a tough one to call. You know, I mean, for me, Zoe definitely the more dangerous upright from what we've seen so far, and Agnes the more dominant of the two on the ground. She never really looked like she was going to finish it, but she did look the more dominant.
Yes, interestingly set up for round two here. Both girls had their moments, and as we said, Zoe, you feel upright, especially with that left hand that landed cleanly. And I just feel that Agnes will go for that takedown again, but I just like to see a bit more subtle about it, a bit more thinking before she just goes in looking for both legs.
Well, start the second. And there, she's caught the leg. She'll look for the takedown now. She'll look to maybe trip. But Zoe hammers away, trying to avoid being taken down. She should kick back and, well, she can't now. The cage is there. She had an opportunity to sprawl her way out.
Well, with her ascendancy with the punches, she almost gave Agnes the way in with that kick. I would leave those legs out. When you know that Agnes is coming forward and you can pepper her with shots like that, the last thing you want to do is almost offer up your leg with that kick.
Agnes is dropping, trying to get that single. She's got both arms locked in now. Zoe needs to be careful. If she stands up straight, she'll get taken down. And there we go.
Yes, you must say that for Agnes, she is relentless. She really does stay on task. But as we saw, once she gets in position, it isn't necessarily all one-way traffic. Zoe very good defensively.
Yeah, you can see Agnes now tries to get the step over. Good defence again from Zoe. Switches to side mount. Agnes again just trying to push that knee over the top. She may ride it into mount position. Zoe needs to push that knee away, turn away from it. If Agnes gets it over her solar plexus and bases her weight down on it, it'll make it very uncomfortable.
Yes, little hammer fists as well now from Agnes. Looks to her corner, but as I said, Zoe very calm defensively, Rob.
Yeah, just trying to get that head up so she can hook it with her leg, but Agnes driving. Zoe making it uncomfortable. You can see Agnes is grimacing from the blade across the throat there. Sorry, the forearm, otherwise known as the blade.
And again, we can see Zoe very comfortable and confident off her back against the offensive Agnes, who looks for the ground and pound now. But the last time she tried this is how Zoe got back to her feet with those up kicks last time, and does so again.
Yeah, Agnes allowed her to her feet there. This is where Zoe needs to come forward and strike. Agnes lands. Zoe with a nice clipping left hook, followed by a right.
Well, there's a little mouse under the left eye of Zoe and a mouse above the right eye of Agnes. They have both landed in those exchanges, Rob.
That spinning back fist landed Mount. Wasn't knockout power, but there was a certain connection. Agnes, mouth open, looks to be breathing deep.
Well, she put a lot into those takedown attempts and had to, as you said, eat some heavy shots. And you can see the mouse beside the right eye of Agnes. There's one just under on the left cheek of Zoe. They're showing the scars of battle now deep into this bout with 1 round to go. And I think, again, Agnes relentless in what she wanted to do, but the problem for her is when she gets Zoe to ground, she doesn't have it all her own way. And upright, I think the edge is with Zoe. It's nicely balanced, this one, Rob.
It is, and it's great to see here at MTK the cut men straight into action, working on those bumps and bruises.
Third and final round, and you hear Zoe's corner say finish her. I think they're confident in Zoe's striking ability if she can keep it upright.
Yeah, you can hear Zoe's corner are confident that Agnes is struggling for cardio.
Yeah, Zoe light on her feet, moving, looking to count. You can see the little squat there from Agnes. She's still going to be looking for that takedown. And I think the corner's right. Zoe needs to keep this upright, keep probing with the jab and that left and right combination. because Agnes is not subtle when she comes in. And you need one of them, I feel, to step it up here in the third, Rob, and just close that gap. The left hand of Agnes is the one that lands at the moment, using that lead leg kick as a setup. But this is where, when she comes in, she's vulnerable. But Zoe again gives up that position.
Yeah, this is not where she wanted to be, and you could hear Zoe's corner calling for her to take a little bit more control from the centre, allowing Agnes to play her game. She goes in and looks for that single and drives.
Bases out, but there again, she gets where she needs to be, and this could be vital with the judging across the 3 rounds, Rob.
All right, Zoe on her back. Agnes, side mount position.
Now the clock's ticking, and in each of the rounds, Zoe has found herself in this position, and as I said, in terms of if this goes the full distance, this could be vital, that control on the ground for the red corner here.
Yeah, Agnes just moving around the body, staying in top position. I'm sure she's great for the breather. It's very unorthodox technique there. If Zoe can switch her leg around, she will actually have a reverse triangle. But she's not going to get it. I think Agnes possibly going to pop her head free. Pushes down on the leg. There's no real pressure on the neck there.
Still intriguing though, still a lot left in this bout. Well, I say that, we're inside the last 30 seconds now, and I think that ground control as she looks to her corner from Agnes could be vital when it comes to the judging of this bout. Zoe, as we said, very good defensively, but I feel she spent a lot of time defending from this position, Rob, and that could be vital as we go into that final 10 seconds now. We're not going to get a finish. We are going to go the full way to the judges, and I've got a feeling they'll go red.
Well, it'll be the judges that will raise someone's hand in victory. Very tough match to call, Mount, very tough. I mean, Agnes spent a majority of the time on top position. Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's see what the judges say.
I know why you're wondering, Rob, because despite that, you couldn't see a total dominance, could you? There wasn't that, yes, she got the takedowns, yes, she was the one on top, but there wasn't a level of dominance where you go, wow, Zoe's lucky to survive. You never felt that, and that's what I think is the problem for the judges.
Yeah, it almost lacked something in its aggression, if you like, you know. So yeah, let's see how the judges score it.
And ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for both these ladies, please, after 3 hard-fought rounds. And at the end of those 3 completed rounds, your cage-side judges have reached a unanimous decision, all in favor of your winner. Fighting out of the red corner, it's Agnes!
And I'm sure Agnes will be absolutely head over heels with that, Malcolm. It was a very tough fight. It was scrappy.
Show your
she
appreciation
did dominate
for
the
our
top
brave
position,
runner-up,
although she didn't look like she was going to really finish.
No, I think it's the right result, but as you said, Rob, it was a tough one for both ladies, but it's Agnes that's come through and taken that win.